Gentlemen, women don't care about you. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your problems or whatever it is that you're going through as a man. This is a natural bioevolutionary programming that is built inside of them. It doesn't make them bad. It doesn't make them good. It only makes them women. This is the law of the universe. In order for you to appreciate what is good, you have to know evil, pain, strife, right? In order for there to be up, there has to be down. In order for there to be right, there has to be left. So forth, you get the picture, right? Now, just a little disclaimer as just before we go into the video, if you are a woman watching this, please do me a favor and get lost, because I'm not talking to you, okay? This is a team talk session with the men, because it irks me how men assume, or society in general, they tend to assume that, women are sugar, spice, and everything nice and they can do no wrong, which is the furthest thing from the truth. Wanna call me a bigot? You better call the Bible a bigot as well, because this is also referenced in the Bible. Even God knows. Even God is red-pilled as well, okay? The story of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? God told her, do not look back or thou shalt be turned into a pill of salt. Did she listen? No, she looked back and Bob's your uncle. She got turned into a pill of salt. Right? So if you're a woman watching this, please do me a favor and get lost. Okay? No girls allowed. We don't want your cooties up in here. Okay? This is the He-Man Woman Haters Club video right now. I'm joking, but seriously, this video I'm specifically talking to men. Gentlemen, please get that blue pill programming out of your mind right now. Women don't care about you. I'm talking about your wife, your girlfriend, not my woman. Yes, your woman too. Okay? Women are vulnerable creatures, and because they're vulnerable creatures, something has to give. Bioevolutionary, they have to care for themselves. There's only two things that women care about in this world. Firstly, themselves, narcissistically, and their offspring. And even in some factions, some women put themselves before their offspring. Some of y'all have mothers. Stories to tell about your mothers. Am I wrong? Better tell somebody, right? There's only two things that women care about, themselves and their offspring. What? Do you honestly think I was going to say her man and herself? No. Not even the partners they deal with. Okay? Women use men as tools of survival that provide for them. Okay? And I know me saying that has an immediate negative connotation to it. But that's how it should be. That's how it is naturally. Okay? Women are vulnerable creatures. They have to cater to their own survival first. Now, and their offspring survival second. Why? Because between, the three levels, men, women, child. Women and child are the two most vulnerable creatures. So the woman has to cater to herself and her offspring. The man is biologically programmed to protect, because we are the predatorial we are predators, so we don't need protection, we do the protecting. Okay, so just to paint a picture of a little reality check. Women are incapable of caring for the man because the man is supposed to care for them. Now, I know with me saying that, there's going to be wives and girlfriends, wags, the TV show Wags, wives and girlfriends. They're going to be, oh, MrShowTym, that's not true. I care about my husband. I make him bread and breakfast in the morning, and I offer him love and support and does that? Is that what's going to fight off the saber-toothed tigers? Love and care and support and breakfast in bed? Some of you wives don't even make your husband's breakfast in bed. You can't even make him a sandwich. Okay? And even if you do offer that love, the TLC, tender love and care, TLC, it's provisional, conditionally. Okay? It's conditional love. Dare your husband comes home one afternoon and says that, oh honey, as an Instagram software engineer, programmer, coder, Facebook just recently bought over Instagram, and they kind of like reshuffled the staff. They had to release and retrench the old Instagram staff, and they had to, they employed new ones. So we out of the job. So out of my control. Sorry. And of course, since women are covert creatures and men are overt. See, this is the beauty about the two genders. We are two opposites of each other. Men communicate overtly, directly, and obviously. Right, straight to the point. Women communicate covertly to protect themselves, because if they communicate overtly, they're afraid that the other party might not receive it well, and they might start getting physical. So they have to lie. They have to soften the blow, and to protect the other person's feelings, because that's how women are. Women survive by being in a social circle. Okay, in a group where they're protected, in a society, right? In a group. That's why, tribute to them being vulnerable creatures. So they communicate covertly to protect the other person's feelings, even though they know what they're saying in real time is nonsense. But they communicate, to soften the blow. So your wife might say, oh, it's okay, honey, we'll make it through. I trust you. Yeah. You don't actually, husbands, gentlemen, test this out. Just take like a whole month, 4 weeks. You don't actually have to be fired. Just tell your wife, come home one afternoon and tell your wife that, you were fired from work and it was out of your control. It's just like a freak occurrence, an unforeseen, uncontrollable circumstance. And just fake the front for like a month. And instead of, you continue with your routine, you go into work. You still have to go to work, right? Because you kind of but tell her that I'm just going to go to the cafe at Starbucks and I'm just going to hang out there, right? I'm just going to hang out. But you actually still go into work, right? Just make it like a prank. Do a prank. Tell her, oh, where are you going? So I'm just going to go out fishing. But you actually go into work. 2 weeks in or less, try to have intercourse with your wife. You see all of a sudden, I have a headache, the excuses, I'm tired, I have a back pains, I'm not feeling right. It's not. She'll start to because she's turned off by the fact that you can't provide. Does she care about you then? Does she sympathize with your problems? Doesn't sound like it. Gentlemen, you know what? Screw it. I'll share the story. I'm gonna share with you a story of how I got ditched just before our farewell, matric farewell. If you're in America watching this, I'm talking about prom night. It was 10-12 years ago. I was supposed to go to prom, aka farewell, with this blonde girl. She suggested it to me at first. I wasn't attracted to white girls back then, but since then my preferences have changed because of reasons. I got ditched. I was supposed to go to farewell prom night with this blonde girl. She ditched me like 3 days before for a guy named Jeff. Another guy was in our class. Let's just call him Jeff, right? His name is somewhere along those lines. I don't want to rat people out, but trust and believe, if Jeff is watching this, He knows who he is. Hey, Jeff. Shout out to you, man. How's it been? All right. I'm not. You know what the funny thing is? Despite all that, I don't have any personal gripes against Jeff because I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because perhaps he didn't know, or she had a change of heart for whatever reason. She decided to go with Jeff, and she left me hanging. Now my problem is not the fact that she had a change of heart. She changed her mind. That's not what bothers me. That's not what. That's not what thingy. I don't have a problem with that. It's the fact that she didn't tell me. If I didn't go up to her because I had planned her dress, dress colors, in contrast to my suit, and our escort vehicle. I already planned the whole shebang, the whole 9 yards, and she was just gonna leave me hanging. And the day of the farewell, I was gonna, drive over to her house to pick her up, and only to find out that, oh, now I'm going with someone else. And I'm like, my goodness, why didn't you tell me? Do you see right there, gentlemen? Woman, did she care about me at the time? Did she care about all my plans and all the stipulations put in place to make this happen perfectly? Did she care about me then? I don't think so. Certainly doesn't sound like it. It sounds to me that she catered to her own interest and she took the highest bidder and she just left me hanging. Did she care? Obviously not. Now I know there's going to be some internet trolls in the comment section probably talking about, MrShowTym is still salty about being dumped before Well, yes, I'll admit, I am still salty about it 10, 12 years later. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm still salty. MrShowTym is still salty. You know why? Because it hurts. It hurts. Okay? It hurts. Okay? And of course, the feminists are gonna be like, oh, you see, that's why you rip your guys are bitter and hurt. You're so, well, hey, listen, we have feelings and emotions. Hello? And I'm not the only guy that feels this way, by the way. You see, you have a lot of these internet folks, internet guys who come over here and they front as if, oh, not me. I got over my breakup years ago. No, you haven't, okay? At least you can appreciate me being honest and say, well, I'm not losing any sleep over it. But, every time I think about it, it still does. I'm still salty. I still feel salty about it. As a matter of fact, somewhat earlier this year, I saw, the same, I'm not going to mention the name, but I saw her at some restaurant. Spur. She was sitting on the opposite side of the restaurant. And she saw me. I was dining by myself, enjoying some ice cream, and I just looked over. You just scan the room and you just see a familiar face across the room. I caught her just like eyeing me. And we locked eyes and I was like, I looked at her and I broke eye contact. It was like, okay, that's so-and-so. Huh. Why is she staring at me? Why is she still like... And, periodically I'll be like... And I'll catch her still staring at me. Madam, you don't pull off a dick move against me, okay? A douche move, ditching me, and you still out here like scanning me, huh? Looking at me, staring at me. What do you want? This is the same girl who was interested in me at first, okay? Now, years later, I've obviously moved on. Even though I'm out here pouring my heart out, telling you my boohoo Christ sad, playing the world's smallest violin type of story. But listen, I use my pain. You see, this is how much I care about my fans, okay, my subscribers. I call you guys my showmen, okay? I use my pain to help you, to help it serve as a teaching lesson. Okay, I'm out here putting myself, in harm's way for people to reference. Oh, look at Mr. Shaw, how he's still bitter and hurt. So is most people. Okay. I'm human. I have feelings and emotions. Okay, it still hurts. Again, truth be told, I am still bitter every time I think about it. But I'm not like every night losing sleep over it. No, but let that serve as a teaching lesson, gentlemen. This is why women are not. Look, you can be locked in the Romanian slammer, like a certain gentleman that has gone viral in the past year, along with his younger brother. Women don't care about you, man. Just understand that. Now, I'm not saying you should hate them for that. I'm just saying understand that's how they are. Because it is so sad seeing men commit suicide because they think that you can sort of like rationalize with women the same way you do with men. No, women are not. Have you ever heard the saying, be a man of your word? You've heard that, right? Have you ever heard the saying, be a man of honor, right? Have you ever heard the saying, be a woman of your word? Be a woman of honor? I've never heard that saying, ever. I had to conjure that up like in real time right now, just to make a point. Because women do not operate on the grounds of honor and keeping their word. And that's what made me salty during the time when I was talking. I walked up to this girl and I was like, okay, what's going on? Are we still up for it? And then she made excuses. This girl I was supposed to go to the farewell with, she made excuses to him about, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going with Jeff now. And of course I was taken back like, whoa, since when did Jeff come into the picture? I thought you were supposed to go with me. And she made all sorts of dodging excuses. It's just that I thought you weren't interested anymore. And like, since when? The last time we spoke, I told you that, okay, I got this covered. I'm going to go plan this. I'm going to go plan our dress codes and everything. And he's like, oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm going with Jeff, so, sorry. It hurts like 1,000 arrows stabbing me in my ass, my hairy black ass. So I was upset because I was thinking I could rationalize my way with the female, with her. I was expecting to get a logical, rational answer, and that's how so many men, they get frustrated. You don't use logic and reason when you're trying to, argue with females, argue with women. You're not supposed to even argue with women in the first place, because women just don't operate that way. So, yeah, this is just let this serve as a teaching lesson, gentlemen. When men tell you that women are like this, women are like that, we're not saying that because we hate women. We're not saying that because we're misogynist. We're saying that because this is the reality. It doesn't sound nice, but reality doesn't care about your feelings, okay? This is how women are, and hopefully going forward, you men aren't going to be out here killing and doxing other men who your girlfriend cheated with. Instead of getting mad at the guy, how about you examine the female and say, okay, you ditched me, you had a change of heart, I'm not going to get mad at the guy you probably didn't know. Now, there's some scenarios where the guy just wanted to, cock block you and, wreck your home. But for the most part, hey, listen, when a woman cheats on you, she's made up her mind. And you should just let her go. Just be like, okay, fine, that's how you feel? Bye. Just get another woman. Plenty of women out there. It's not worth belly aching at night for. Just simply move on. Alright? Gentlemen, you'll be fine. You'll be alright. In most cases, the women that dump you, they're not doing well either. As a matter of fact, they're doing worse. As a man, this is the nice thing about being men. We can still pick ourselves up years later. A man's best years is after the age of 35. You could be, hey, listen, you can even wait as long as age 70. You could be the United States of, you could be the president of the United States of America. Wink, wink. If you know who I'm talking about. Look at Donald Trump. His best years came about when he was, like, recently. Now he's, like, elderly. In his 60s, 70s. Right? Gentlemen, it's not over. In your teens, in your 20s, you're not going to be shit. Just hold the line and keep working hard. And somewhere, I mean, look at Andrew Tate. His best years came about, you know, Andrew Tate's now, like, in his mid-30s, going on to 40. Gentlemen, if you are at age 20 or younger, or in your 20s, you are still a pupa waiting to sprout your wings. Okay? Just keep working hard. I'm not saying, you know, sit at home, scratch your booty and do nothing. Keep working at your grind. Keep working on your craft. And somewhere at age 30, in your 30s and 40s, somewhere even longer. Look at Kevin Samuels. He was in his 50s when he blew up. Just keep working on your craft, gentlemen, and you will strike gold. And the wait will be worth it. If you're watching this far, thank you for watching. And remember, the Matrix has you. Don't fall for the psyops. Thanks for watching.